Tatnall gets out across the 30-yard line.
Number 49, Tatnall, in the yard.
Number 42 in on the stop, Chris Sierri for the Chieftains.
5. Number 82, Jack Gregory.
It's going to be 3rd and a short 5 now for Hudson. Ball at their own 31-yard line. Gregory comes out wide to the near side. Ingersoll comes in motion this way. And it's a screen pass over to tight end screen, I believe, to Sullivan. And the pass was incomplete as Sullivan dropped back off the line. He also slipped as he went to stop, and both he and the ball fell to the ground, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down for the Hawks, and Tatnall will be forced to kick it away once again. Slight breeze behind him. And Tatnall gets off an end-over-end kick, fielded and fumbled by Kevlin, and Kevlin picks it up alertly as Snedden was right down there on him, and Kevlin had the ball bounce off his chest and roll in front of him, and he picked it up just before Snedden got there. But he went down on one knee and was marked down short of where he ended up. It'll be at the Chieftain 47-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 to Neshoba. They leave 12-0 with 4 minutes exactly left in this first quarter. Chieftains using their entire lineup. This time they got Dave Jaffe out here on the near side. As they give it to Forehand, I believe. Yep. TJ Forehand, the ball carrier, stopped for no gain by the entire center of the Hudson defensive line. Second and 10 to Neshoba. This time Mitchell splits out wide to the far side. Kerrigan goes in motion that way. Rolling that way is Newton. Newton has a huge open field in front of him and steps around the Hudson tackler. I believe it was Tatnall. But when he did, Tatnall forced him out of bounds. And he'll be short of a 1st down by about a yard. So he gets the ball down to the Hudson 44-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd and 1.
Inside the 45.
Newton gives it to Forehand, and Forehand has the 1st down and more. Tripped up by Joe Beveridge, but not before he got it down to the Hudson 36-yard line. First down, Chieftains. Josh Loomer splits out wide to the far side. This time the give is, no, it's not the give to Kevlin. It's complete to Kerrigan down at the Hudson 20-yard line. Newton to Kerrigan, wide open in the middle of the field. And they'll mark it at the 19-yard line. So far, the Hawks have been unable to move the ball on offense and unable to stop the Chieftains on defense.
I'd like to welcome Neshoba.
Mitchell comes out wide to the near side. Kevlin is a wing back to the right. He comes in motion towards the quarterback, and the give is to Kerrigan up the middle, and he's nailed after a short gain by Brian Braga. Pickup of about 2.
Inside handoff, number 4.
Out of the Hudson 17-yard line.
Second and 8.
Second and 8 as Loomer splits out wide to the right. And Newton going to run the keeper and is forced inside by Zach Hurd on the contain and is dropped in the middle by Snedden. No gain. Well defended by the Hawks. Zach Hurd looks over toward head coach Herb Bush for the defensive call on this 3rd and 8 play. Rolling to the right is Newton looking for the first down. He has the first down and more as he steps around one man and into the end zone. I believe it was Tatnall out there trying to contain him once again, and he made the same move on him, faked inside, went outside, and Newton goes in for the 6 points from 17 yards out on a 3rd and 8. Just like last week, the Hawks were able to bottle up the Rangers most of the time. They couldn't seem to hold them on the 3rd and longs. They give up the big play, and they've been doing that so far this evening. The Chieftains leading 18-0 will line up to go for the 2-point conversion. And Newton will swing it out and complete it to Kerrigan, but in order to do so, Kerrigan had to go down on the ground to make the catch, and of course he's down here in high school football as soon as he hits the ground, and he's down at the 2-yard line, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So Neshoba leads it 18-0 with under 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. So Neshoba with 3 touchdowns here in the opening quarter with a commanding 18-0 lead are prepared to kick it off once again into a slight wind. It's Keblin with another squib kick along the ground, picked up by Harrington, I believe. Yep, Brian Harrington on the return. Gives Hudson pretty good field position at the Hawk 38-yard line. But the Hawks have been unable to move the ball on offense. And I don't think they have a first down yet, Fran, do they? They've been 3 and out on their first 2 possessions. Beveridge going in the air, looking at the, has Sullivan, and a fine catch by Dan Sullivan. Coverage by Kerrigan, and the Hawks have their first down as Beveridge just laid that one out perfectly for Sullivan. He ran under it and made a nice outstretched catch and tacked on a little bit of a run to it and got it down to the Chieftain 47-yard line. 16-yard gain, 1st and 10 Hudson. High formation in the backfield. Tatnall split out wide to the far side. Gregory to the near side. Tatnall comes in motion. Beveridge back to pass, looking across the middle, and he's going to be sacked. Derek O'Riordan knifing in to get Beveridge. He just turned around, and there he was, and didn't have much of a chance to get out of the way. And on that play, the first quarter comes to an end. The end of one period of play. It's Neshoba 18 and Hudson nothing. To open the second quarter, the Hudson Hawks are looking at 1st and long after the sack at the end of the, and it's Wardwell breaking into the clear, 1 man to beat, and Kerrigan wrestles him down. Greg Wardwell gets all of that sack back and more as he runs for about 40 yards off the right side. And he seems to be in a little agony as he's coming to the sideline here. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him or something. He's feeling around his stomach and chest area. May have landed on the football as Kerrigan tackled him. He's down on one knee along the sideline. Doesn't appear that he's twisted anything. Just trying to walk it off with assistant coach Dave Hamilton down here on the near sidelines. 1st and 10, Hawks at the Neshoba 23-yard line. Beveridge fumble. I believe it's number 84 for Neshoba on the recovery. That's Derek O'Riordan. Brian Quinn was in the lineup subbing for Wardwell, who had to come out, and I believe it was Quinn who lost the handle on the ball. Looked like he never really got the exchange from the quarterback, Beveridge. Wasn't knocked loose, it just was mishandled. And the Hawks' best scoring threat of the night goes by the boards as the Chieftains take over at their own 24-yard line. And you have an official with a whistle here. And the Hawks have called timeout. Timeout with 10:22 to go here in the first half. Neshoba leads at 18-0. 1st and 10 Neshoba from their own 24-yard line after the Hawk timeout. And the give is up the middle to Forehand. Stop made by Joe Eady, along with number 68, Rick Lee. It's a gain of about 5, 2nd and 5 now, Neshoba from their own 34. Or actually 28, 29-yard line. Kerrigan comes in motion. Newton running the option. Disdains the pitch to Kerrigan and tries to cut it back inside, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Catrabone, Snedden, and Blackburn on the stop of Newton. It's a pickup of 3. Bring up a 3rd and 2 from the Neshoba 33-yard line. The double inside reverse to Keblin. Keblin breaks a tackle and another, and almost another. Fine, hard run by Tom Keblin. Brings it out close to midfield. The market just across the 49-yard line. First and 10 Chieftains. Just short of midfield. This give is to Keblin. Keblin tries the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and dives down close to the Hudson 45-yard line. They'll mark him short of the 46. Gain of almost 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. This give is to Kerrigan. Kerrigan fakes inside, goes outside, breaks a tackle, and is caught from behind at the 25-yard line by Joe Eady. There is a flag down around the 37-yard line. And a legal block in the back is the call against the Chieftains. Penalty coming around the 37-yard line. So they will step off from the point of the foul. Back out to the Hudson 47-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Back to the 47-yard line.
Jaffe splits out wide to the far side. Keblin goes in motion that way. And running the option, Newton flips it back to Keblin. And Keblin, the ball is loose. And the Hawks have recovered the fumble at their own 45-yard line. Greg Wardwell on the recovery. So the teams trade turnovers here in the second period, and the Hawks will now set up shop at their own 45-yard line. Beveridge running the wishbone, gives it to Wardwell. Hey, Wardwell strips one tackler, is out at the 40, the 35, the 30, and down to the 30-yard line of Neshoba. And he comes out of the game once again, clutching his side. Joe Atkinson on the stop for Neshoba. And Neshoba has called timeout, their first one of this half. Each team has 4 remaining. We'll be right back. 1st and 10 Hawks as Beveridge on the keeper finds room around the left side and refuses to go down. Finally driven out of bounds by O'Riordan down at the Neshoba 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 for Beveridge.